Well, listen up. I know I ought to cancel our annual boiler deck fights after what happened tonight at Jezebel Plaza. But just to show you what a nice guy I am, the fights are still on. So get yourself down to the ship right now if you want in on this.
Penguin's been hiding out on an old ship. No wonder he's been so hard to find.
Wait for laggers.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Deathwish Studios. Today we're going to be talking about Batman Arkham Origins. And I've heard a lot of different reviews here and there about this game, saying that it should have been an expansion pack to Arkham City. It should have been, not even a whole different game on its own. Which, in some essence, I do agree, because there are some similarities here and there. However, it is still a Batman game, and these guys do a great job, so I'm not going to complain about it. It's still a fun game. It's still something new to look at and something new to do. As for the, as always, as for the bottom left corner, we have the GPU temperatures and GPU information. Bottom right corner, we have the CPU information, as well as temperatures and core and things like that. If you notice, though, on the bottom left corner of the GPUs, I'm only running 2 cards off this game on one monitor, and the reason for that is because the one of my cards is, blew up, and I figured I had to figure out which one it was, and I boiled it down to GPU 2. What I did was I enabled it to one monitor, and I put GPU 2 to physics enabled or dedicated to physics, and that disabled, and essentially it disables that card for DirectX 11 features, and then I can run any game, Battlefield 4 and everything like that. The only thing is I can only run it on 2 cards. Battlefield 4 is another game that I'll be reviewing, but that game it's a lot more demanding than any game I've ever seen to date. But that's for another day. As for this game right here, you guys need to thank a person, a very dear friend of mine here from Korea. Again, I'm in the Air Force, and I'm in Korea right now. And I met her here in Korea, and she gave me this for Christmas. And she's, well, the most awesome person I've ever met. So thank you. If you're watching this video, thank you very much. And you should be proud, because you brought this game to the YouTube world, and now they're able to see what I can do with it. So thank you again, and I won't say any names because nobody needs to know, but again, thanks, and we'll see more, hopefully, more video of this. On to the game, though. This game right here, the gameplay, the mechanics, the graphics, everything is very similar to Arkham City. Actually, I think it is Arkham City that we're playing in. It's just backtrack to when Batman started. Nobody knew who he was, etc., etc. So that's basically the main story of it, what I've gotten so far. I haven't played it all the way through, so once I do, I guess you guys probably have beaten it by now, but that's neither here nor there. As for the mechanics and the graphics cards, or the graphics in this game, are very outdated. There's not many, I mean, it doesn't push the cards that very much. As you can see there, I want to get in, 1300 megabytes of video RAM out of the cards, and I'm running off of 2 only. And I'm still getting over 100 freaking frames per second, which is ridiculous. 140 just hit right there. So again, this game is very outdated. Still good graphics. Tessellation is there. The DirectX 11 features are there, etc., etc. However, again, compared to Battlefield 4 and all these other new games that are coming out, this is a little bit outdated. I know it's been a while since I posted, but either way, this game is outdated. Now on to some gaming news. We all know that 2013 is now coming to a close. We have a couple days left. A couple days left, 3 days left before the New Year's here, 2014. And 2013 was an awesome year for us all. So again, Merry Christmas to everyone and a Happy New Year coming up. And 2013 was good with a lot of games. 2014 is coming out with even better games. The Xbox One and the PS4, that you console gamers out there, I'm going to be owning an Xbox One and a PS4 here soon, again, once I get back to the States. And I'll still have my PC, which is going to be another awesome thing, because I'm going to have 4K monitors and all that. However, there's a lot of games that are coming out, and I'm going to list some here. You can find these at any website, or just Google, basically, and see what kind of information they got. But there's games on this list that I didn't even know were coming out, that I was like, what in the world? For example, there's a new Wolfenstein coming out. It's called Wolfenstein: The New Order, and it's supposedly, from what I've read, it's pretty good. The graphics are pretty damn good, and it's next-gen gaming. Infamous Second Son, that's another game coming out, and that's for PS4 exclusive. So that's the reason I'm getting a PS4, is because of that game. Because Infamous was a pretty good game whenever I played it in the PlayStation 3. What other game is on here? Thief. Now, Thief is I played the original Thief way back when on my Windows 95, I think it was, or 98. One of them old PCs where my iPhone now, or my wife's iPhone, my Android is a lot stronger than my old PC was. I used to have like 8 megs on that thing of RAM, and that was terrible. It was like, what, 800, not even, like 600 megahertz of CPU power. Ridiculous. But there was that old Thief game that I had, and that game was freaking awesome. It was a whole new genre of gaming, and now I'm excited about the new Thief that's coming out, which is going to be pretty good. The Witcher 3 is coming out, and that one I cannot wait to see how it concludes, because if everyone has beaten The Witcher 2, you see how that ended. We all know, depending on how you ended it, there's going to be a Witcher 3 and how that goes on from there. Watch Dogs, another game anticipated, highly anticipated for the next generation of consoles. There's a bunch of games out there. Tom Clancy's The Division. That one I saw a preview gameplay of it, and it looked pretty interesting. So I cannot wait to see that, see how that unfolds, or see what kind of game that would be, because I heard it was just an online game and it's pretty cool. There's a bunch of games coming out, and I cannot wait for all of them. And I cannot wait to play them. I cannot wait to put them on YouTube and see what kind of resolution they would have on a 4K monitor, or what it'll even look like on 4K resolution with 3 of them nonetheless. So we'll see how that goes from there. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it. If you guys could hit that like button, let me know if it's a good video that this video is right here for Batman Arkham Origins. And again, if you can subscribe, that way I can get my motivation and get the new video cards that come out, the 4K resolution monitors, and have those up for you guys as well. Alright guys, well hopefully you enjoy this video, and just enjoy the rest of this fighting here. This is Deathwish signing out. Peace.
That's one fancy freak.
Oh, you geezers are a sorry lot. Did your mother teach you to fight like that?
I'll skin you.
Boys! Fighting like this is giving Cobblepot a bad name.
Everybody question at once.
He's there looking for Cobblepot, boys. Let's make sure he don't find it.
This?
However much that hurts, you'll learn more if he gets to Mr. Cobblepot.
Hold him still.
Any of you don't want to piece of what I'm offering, get down here and sort him out.
Fight fair, damn you. This guy's unbelievable.
Hey, you lot aren't bugger it all. You lads sure are a disappointment. To the casino then. Someone's got to warn Cobblepot what's coming his way.
Please, don't hurt me.
Where's Cobblepot?
I ain't telling you, Jack.
A little more pressure and I'll crush your larynx. What's it going to be?
All right. He's in his office. Only way in is through the theater, on the other side of the casino. But you'll never get past Tracy.
Tracy is not a problem.
Ugh.